The Hermit in Lies of P is arguably one of the most intriguing characters I've come across. Hidden amongst the hordes of discarded puppets of the barren swamp, this enigmatic figure took refuge in a cave holding the one thing that was absent in all of Krot, the truth. But before we journey into the dark, dank caverns of Krot, it's time to give credit where it's due. Kudos to Shayla for making a very generous donation on my Ko-fi page and becoming the very first member. I really appreciate the love and support, my friend. I'd also like to mention WizardWolf1020 yet again for locating the Easter egg in the previous thumbnail. If you look closely, you'll see the 7 coil spring sword in the bottom left hand corner. If you're new to the channel, I've started playing a game with viewers where I hide an Easter egg in the thumbnail of each of my videos. The first person to state what and where it is in the comments gets a shout out in the following video. Now, back to the matter at hand. As we learn through our experiences in Krot, knowledge of the truth often has profound impacts, ranging from heartbreaking to mind-shattering. The tale of the hermit hidden in his cave was no exception. Since GEPPETO'S puppet first took step in the caverns of Barren Swamp, the hermit's identity has always been a popular topic of discussion. However, I've always found his lesser-known true purpose much more intriguing. Although many assume the hermit was formerly the infamous reporter Medoro, that simply couldn't be further from the truth. The collectible labeled Someone's Report Notes notebook clearly states that, after his reputation was tarnished for attempting to publish an article revealing the dark machinations of the alchemists, Medoro was suspended from the Krot Times newspaper. As the petrification disease spread uncontrollably, his plans to unveil the dangers of Ergo were foiled and he was forced to seek refuge. The Hermit's Cave proved to be such a safe haven. The aforementioned notebook marks Medoro's darkest moments. It read, "This place is contaminated too. There isn't much extra water left. The kind hermit helped me, but he knows he's not going to last much longer either. Terrible mutations from the side effects of the petrification disease neutralization process. Many people will turn into carcasses, the alchemist's monsters. My friends are the only thing that comes to mind in my final moments. Lumacchio is ill. Sophia is missing. Lorenzini lost hope. H is dead. And here I am, Medoro. We risked our lives and fought from each post, but sometimes there are no rewards. Still, some things are left. Something even power and lies can't hide. The truth. Someone will unearth the truth. Someone will unveil the lie, taking the extra step forward for the people coming behind. I believe that was my role. I am Medoro the reporter. My weapon was my pen and the truth. Now I leave my records to you who visit this place. From Medoro." It's evident from his final entry that Medoro and the hermit were two distinct people, as it was the kind hermit who took him in and provided him shelter as the disease plagued the city of Krot. But who was this caring soul who aided Medoro in his time of need? Interestingly enough, there's only one other collectible that references this enigmatic character directly. Once decrypted, the rusty cryptic vessel contained orders that read as follows. Find the cave blocked off by metal bars in the barren swamp. There's a reward at the end of the new road. There's a place called the Hermit's Cave. An old man who went crazy after losing his family locked himself up there to pray. It's strange in this age to hear about such a medieval-sounding story in Krot, but one thing's clear. It's a good place to hide treasure. Let's forget about the crazy old man, hide the stolen goods, and take them back out once it quiets down. Who in their right mind would imagine there's a treasure deep in a cave in the barren swamp? Once this panic is over, we'll be rich with the things we squirreled away. That kid's clothes seem like good quality too. Maybe that Wolf girl fixed them up. According to the author of these orders, the hermit was simply a crazy old man who sought a quiet place to pray after the loss of his family. In his anguish, he barricaded the entrance, preventing access from any who may have stumbled upon the abandoned cavern. Initially, I believe these claims should be taken with a grain of salt and regarded as nothing more than pure unfounded conjecture, since they never seem to have had an actual encounter with the alleged crazy man. However, GEPPETO'S puppet did, on the other hand, have such an opportunity. Various scribblings on the cave walls paint a much more bizarre and unnerving scene. With each new message, one could see the hermit's gradual descent into madness. The major recurring theme common to all of the messages was none other than the Blue Fairy herself, aka Sophia. It seems that, in her desperation to escape her confinement, Sophia made several attempts to contact anyone who could possibly free her from captivity. The hermit was the first to hear her pleas for help. Each time she called out to him, he would write down the few fleeting words that remained in his consciousness on the cave walls. In her third message, Sophia revealed to him that she was manipulating time itself to ensure GEPPETO'S puppet would reach her without fail. Although we thought that she alone knew his true nature, his secret was also shared by the Hermit, who would write Sophia's most important message of all. It read, "I leave the butterflies writing here. Remember, you are human. Now it's time to get out of the string." Despite his infection, the Hermit was blessed with the greatest gift of all, the truth. He was the only individual in Krat who came closest to Sophia's secret plan to manipulate time and awaken the humanity within GEPPETO'S puppet. The Hermit would succumb to the mutagenic effects of the petrification disease, but he would also die with a semblance of his former humanity. In his last breath, he uttered the words, "Get while the getting's good." Even in his final moments, he understood that he had fulfilled his purpose, however small, in the puppet's journey to become a real boy. A record titled Misty Era is left behind as a memento of the enigmatic Hermit. Although the flavor text could certainly be interpreted as making sacrifices to protect the ones you love during times of uncertainty, rearranging the letters of the album left me with a much more fitting end. Perhaps the meaning of it all is best left a mystery. And that's all for this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like and subscribe. It lets me know you want more content just like this. Click on these videos on screen to continue your journey through Krat, and I'll be there to guide you when you arrive. Consider becoming a member for exclusive perks like emojis, members-only videos, and more. Or check out my Ko-fi page if you want to support me in a more personal way. Until next time, it's the Inhuman One, signing out. Join the Inhuman community today.